Now we are going to see the topic taxonomic hierarchy. In a biological classification, the taxonomical hierarchy includes the 7 major categories. They are kingdom, phylum, class, order, family, genus and species. The species is the basic unit of classification in the taxonomic hierarchy system. So many species join together to form a genus. Many genus join together to form a family. Many families join together to form an order. Many orders join together to form a class. And many classes join together to form phylum. And many phylum join together to form a kingdom. So that in taxonomical hierarchy, the highest portion is a kingdom and the basic unit is a species. So apart from these 7 major categories, they have some other intermediate categories also. They are kingdom. Under the kingdom they have a subkingdom. Under the phylum they have a grade, division, subdivision, subphylum, then class, superclass, subclass, superorder, suborder, superfamily, subfamily and subspecies. So these are the intermediate characters coming under these major categories. Species is the basic unit of classification in the taxonomical hierarchy system. So it is a very basic. Then the group of animals having the similar traits. Traits means characters. Species group la animals ellathukkum they have a same characters. Morphological. Morphological means outer appearance. Paakradhukku it will be same, looking like a same, and they have a same characters. And these group of the animals have a reproductively isolated. அந்த அனிமல் குரூப்ஸ்குள்ள மட்டும் தான் they can do the reproduction. Mating அந்த அனிமல் ஸ்பீசிஸ்குள்ள மட்டும் தான் பண்ணும். இந்த குரூப்குள்ள மட்டும் தான் பண்ணி they can produce the young one, and the young one fertile ஆகும். Fertile means they can do the produce the offspring. Next generation produce பண்ணக்கூடிய capacity இருக்கிற fertile இருக்கும். So this is the basic characters for species. Species means it is the basic unit of taxonomical hierarchy. The group of animals have the similar traits and it is reproductively isolated to form a fertile offspring. Okay. But species some of the animals they have the exception. இந்த animals என்ன பண்ணும் அப்படின்னா species குள்ள இல்லாம some closely related species அதே மாதிரி சிமிலரா இருக்கிற ரொம்ப க்ளோஸா ரிலேட்டடா இருக்க ஸ்பீசிஸ் குள்ளேயும் மேட்டிங் பண்ணும். ஆனா இது ப்ரொடியூஸ் பண்ற யங் ஒன் எப்படி இருக்கும் அப்படின்னா ஸ்டெரைலா இருக்கும். அதால நெக்ஸ்ட் ஜெனரேஷன்ல ப்ரொடியூஸ் பண்ண முடியாது. So that type of is called as a crossing, cross mating. So for example, male horse and female donkey. So it is a two different species, horse, donkey. And it is closely related. So male horse and female donkey cross பண்றப்ப we are getting the young one, hinny. This hinny is a sterile. இதால next generation produce பண்ண முடியாது. So male donkey and female horse mate பண்ணா it produce the mule. That mule also sterile. They can't produce the young one. Male lion and female tiger cross together to form a liger. Lion and tiger are different species but they are closely related. So it produces the young one called liger. See the name liger. So that is also sterile. They can't produce the young one. Female lion and male tiger they join together to form a tigon. It is also sterile. So exceptional animals like some species they can make the close related species, lion and tiger close related species, but they produce the sterile only. But within the species reproductively isolated species குள்ள இப்ப lion இன்னொரு lionோட மேட் பண்ணா they can produce the fertile offspring. அதால young one produce பண்ண மாதிரி offspring பண்ண முடியும். இப்ப lion tigerோட மேட் பண்ணா sterile offspring தான் produce பண்ண முடியும். Genus is the group of closely related species which have evolved from the common ancestor. So நிறைய close related ஆன species like lion, tiger, like this species, different species. ஆனா இது எதுல இருந்து வந்திருக்கு அப்படின்னா காமனான ஒரு ancestorல இருந்து வந்தனால close related இருக்கும். So close related species ஒரு common ancestorல இருந்து வந்துச்சுன்னா they have some similarities. அந்த மாதிரி species எல்லாம் சேர்ந்ததுதான் genus. So genus is two types, monotypic genus and polytypic genus. Monotypic genus அப்படினா some of the genus having only one species. So ஒரு species மட்டும் தான் அந்த genusக்குள்ள இருக்கு. For example, Ailurus. Ailurus அப்படிங்கற genusல they having only one species that is called Ailurus fulgens. Ailurus fulgens means red panda. So Ailurus அப்படின்ற genusல only one species is there, so it is called as a monotypic genus. Some of the genus having the many species, more than one species. ஒரு ஸ்பீசிஸ்க்கு மேல நிறைய ஸ்பீசிஸ் இருந்துச்சு அப்படினா that is called as a polytypic genus. For example, Felis அப்படின்றது genus. That is இது having number of related species. என்னென்ன species இருக்கு அப்படினா Felis means cat, அந்த cat category genus. They having Felis domestica, Felis margarita, Felis silvestris. Felis domestica means a domestic cat, Felis margarita means jungle cat, and Felis silvestris means wild cat. So three different species, they are coming under one genus, so it is called as a polytypic genus. So close related species, they are coming from a common ancestor, they are grouped together as a genus. Family, in the taxonomic category, which includes the group of related genus joined together to form a family. So family means many genus joined together and form as a family. For example, the family Felidae. Felidae என்ற ஃபேமிலில நிறைய ஜீனஸ் இருக்கும். Genus Felis, genus Panthera. So they are closely related genus. For example, Felis அப்படின்ற ஜீனஸ்ல நிறைய cat variety இருக்கு. நம்ம பார்த்தோம்ல, domestic cat இருக்கும், jungle cat இருக்கும், wild cat இருக்கும். அதெல்லாம் species. நிறைய species joined together to form a genus Felis. இந்த genus Felis Felidae என்ற ஃபேமிலில கீழ வருது. So not only this genus, Panthera, lion, tiger, எல்லாம் சேர்ந்த Panthera என்ற genus. So Panthera genus, Felis genus, they are put together in a family called Felidae. So group of related genus joined together as a family. It includes the one or more related family. It assembles that more related families, they have a common features. For example, in this order Carnivora order contains the two families like family Canidae, family Felidae. So ரெண்டுமே கொஞ்சம் common features இருக்க family. So இந்த ரெண்டு more related இருக்க families join together to coming one order called Carnivora. So this is the order, assemblage of one or more related families. One or more related orders join together, that is called class. Class category consists of the some common character இருக்கிற orders எல்லாம் சேர்த்து வச்சிருக்கும். Class Mammalia includes the order called order Primata and order Carnivora. Primata order consists of the animals like monkey, ape, humans எல்லாம். Order Carnivora ல dog, cat எல்லாம் இருக்கு. So it is totally different, but they have some common character. That is give birth to the young one and it is nourishing the milk. So they have a mammary glands. And the common feature இருக்கிறதுனால order Primata and order Carnivora, they are coming under the class called Mammalia. Phylum means group of classes, they have a similar distinctive characteristics. So distinct characters similar இருக்கிற நிறைய classes join together as a phylum. For example, phylum Chordata consists of the classes called classes fishes, class Amphibia, class Reptilia, class Aves, and class Mammalia. Class fishes consist of the fishes. Amphibia means frog, toads. Reptilia means crocodile, lizards. Aves, all birds coming under the class Aves. Class Mammalia consists of the dog, cat, human, monkey, ape. So these are all the animals, they have some characteristic features, some common characteristic feature, that is the presence of notochord. Fishlayum notochord இருக்கும், humanlayum notochord இருக்கும். And they have a dorsal tubular nerve cord. Nerve cord will be in a dorsal set and it will look like a tubular shape. This is common for fishes, amphibians, reptilians, apes and mammals. So these are all animals, they having some common features, notochord and nerve cord. So that they are coming under the phylum Chordata. Kingdom is the topmost position in the taxonomical hierarchy. So all living animals belonging to the various phyla are included in the kingdom. So kingdom is the topmost position. Now you can have a clear idea about the taxonomical hierarchy. In the taxonomical hierarchy, kingdom occurs the topmost position. So many phylum join together to form a kingdom. Many classes join together to form phylum. Many orders join together to form a class. Many families join together to form an order. Many genus forms a family, and many species coming under the same genus. So, species is the basic unit of taxonomical hierarchy, and kingdom is the topmost position in the taxonomical hierarchy. Don't change the order.
This is the systematics of human being. Human being is coming under the kingdom Animalia and phylum Chordata. Chordata important characters animals with a notochord or vertebral column backbone will be there. And the class Mammalia. The important character of the Mammalia is the full body is covered with a hair or fur. Then mammary gland is present. The name itself Mammalia, mammary gland. And the order Primata, mammals with forward looking eyes and grasping finger. This is the character of the primata. And a family called Hominidae, primates with relatively flat faces and binocular vision. This is the character of the Hominidae. And genus called Homo, hominids with large brain and upright posture. And species called Homo sapiens, bipedal and higher intelligence. So this is the in the taxonomical hierarchy, human being is the topmost position. Homo sapien is the topmost position in the taxonomical hierarchy.